Sudama, who
Ekta,
else has?
Ekta is joining in a couple of minutes.
Okay. Okay, Parag, okay, fine. So ISF filing you are doing from which company? Like from RTW or from SAR Group? Because
Uh,
RTW is US based company and
yeah.
SAR is Indian based company. So some of the, some of the features that will not be there in Indian company. Some of the
Okay.
features means there are few of the things. I will show you the difference between both.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
basically,
See.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Parag.
Sorry to interview. You carry on. Then I will speak. Yeah.
Yes, Parag. That's what I'm asking, that from which company you are filing ISF.
See, for both the companies, we file SAR and RTW, and we have a common system, Descartes. Okay, so
Descartes.
for both, yeah, for both the company, we
Mm-hmm.
and according to the bookings taken, the origin informers on which stack code we have to file AMS and ISF. So accordingly, we file AMS and ISF. Accordingly, whatever the information the origin gives. If the booking is taken with SAR stack code, so we will
Mm-hmm.
file with the SAR stack code, and if
Fine.
it is yeah RTW, then we file accordingly with RTW stack code.
Okay. Fine. Sudama, have we set up accordingly in the system? Sudama,
I
have we
have
set?
checked that.
Hmm. Okay, you have to check that because I think SAR group has also given us their stack code and RTW has also given their stack code. So we have to
Yeah.
set up accordingly for both the companies.
Yeah, so
Okay.
means for both the companies, the one only team is allocated. So
Hmm.
one team only files for SAR as well as RTW. So whatever the security rights are there and access, we have to give accordingly for both the companies, same only.
Uh-huh. Okay. Fine, Parag. So now one more question. Uh, so how you are creating the ISF? Like, is it a standalone ISF you are getting, or are you creating it from a shipment? Means with forwarding you are getting ISF.
Means sometimes it is a standalone also ISF filing, and sometimes it is a forwarder also.
Okay, fine. So let all are like familiar with the cargo wise now.
Yeah, we have tried couple of things, but we need more practice. But we were trying on Saturday, but due to this
Mm-hmm.
issues, but we know exactly what and how to go into the bookings and everything.
Huh,
So
fine. So I
yeah,
can start from ISF directly. Let me
yeah.
share my.
Okay, and one more thing, so we just before they start, is if any booking is not created, okay, if
Huh?
any quotation is not there, then is it possible to file ISF directly from the system?
Yes, 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 yes. That is what a standalone is. Okay, like
Okay,
suppose
yeah. Okay, yeah, because most many yeah.
yes, like suppose you just get ISF from the client. In that case, you can create a standalone ISF. Now, suppose you get the business of forwarding as well as filing of ISF and all. So, in that case, also we can create ISF from that.
Okay, okay, fine. Yeah.
Let me log into the training system. Screen is visible to you all?
Yes.
So, like you can see on the screen, I have logged in from um, I have logged in CargoWise One training system, Mumbai, company SAR Transport Department branch, user SFL. Okay, so we have logged in from Indian company, that is SAR Transport. So when we will go into operate customs, and you can see in the customs also we are having a very less of the options. At the bottom of that, customs global, US import security filing, click here. Okay, so this is a importer security filing, means ISF dashboard. Now, so once I found, I got two of the jobs that has been created. These have been created by me only. So now if it is a standalone, okay, if it is a standalone, then we can go and create a new. Uh, and if it is from any shipment, suppose any shipment is there, then we can create it from a shipment. The difference in these two are, if I will create from a shipment, most of the data will automatically populate from the job to this ISF page. So for example, if I click on create from shipment, okay, you can see this page, sorry, this small screen. It will ask to put the job number over here, or you can search for a job. So here is the three dots to search. So I will search for a job. So this is the shipment dashboard. You can put the filters and you can search then. Or suppose if I'm right now we are having a lesser uh, number of jobs. So I will select the one. Now suppose this one, Nhava Sheva to lakhs. Okay, I have selected this one and then create ISF job. So like most of the data from forwarding will populate over here. Is this
Okay.
clear? Is this clear to everyone?
Yeah.
So here we are having entry type ISF 10. Entry type will be 1. Shipment type, there are certain options in the shipment types. So this is standard or regular filings. Okay. Then we are having transport mode. This will auto populate here as 11. Ocean vessel containerized. Branch is Mumbai, because I have logged in from Mumbai branch, it will automatically been taken as a Mumbai branch. SCAC code HLCU, it has taken from console where we have entered the carrier, and under that carrier configuration we have entered its SCAC code, so it will take it from there. Then importer of records. So here automatically the whosoever is the consignee, it has taken as the importer of records. Owner reference. Under owner reference, it is advisable if you can put the AMS number. If you are having AMS number, you can put over here in the owner reference. After then we are having ISF 10. So here uh, like from importer of records, we will get importer details, consignee details, and bond details. Okay. Now here in the importer ID, it will automatically take as EIN, but there will be a warning. Okay, so you can read this warning. So this warning is, this organization may not, sorry, may not be on custom file. The organization can be added to custom file by sending a message from customs messaging menu on the organization form, or if organization has previously been added to the custom file, please indicate this on organization record. So I will show you. I will show you that. Okay. I think on that day also I have shown to Donna. So now if I have to go inside this importer of record, so there is one shortcut. Uh, Put your cursor over here and then F3, function F3. Okay, so this is the organization. No, in this we cannot find it on this. Okay, Parag. So there is one more tab at the top which mentioned customs. So customs messaging. So here we cannot get it. We will get that particular option when we will log in from US company. Similarly, we are having bond activity code. So this bond activity code can auto populate from organization master. Like suppose if I enter here in that function F3, if I enter if I enter in that USA configuration USA, if I enter here the details, then whenever this importer of records have been chosen, these data will auto populate from here. Or suppose if it is not mentioned here and you don't want to put much effort on this, you can directly choose the details from here. Okay.
Yeah.
The next we are having here buying party, selling party, consolidator. So these information it has taken from your shipper and console details. And then we are having is container stuffing location. So whatever you got on your ISF form, you can either add that organization, or you can select if that particular organization is already here, you can select. So suppose if it is a now suppose if it's a factory stuffing for this. Then ship to party, it has also taken as a importer only. Now here is house bill and master bill. So house bill and master bill should be entered with the correct details. See, Parag, this SYXO is the SCAC code of SAR group.
Yeah, it is a stack code of SAR.
So after then, whatever is your master bill number, and here HBL MBL number. Okay, till this is screen, most of your informations are entered. Now we will go to lines. Okay, now under lines, you can see we are having manufacturer details. Okay, so here is the manufacturer details. This is coming, this is auto populating here because we have selected one manufacturer address in the in that forwarding job. So there is one error. Valid country. Okay, so its validation is not done. Now, at the bottom side in the lines, you will find number of HTS digits. So like by default from registry, it is coming 10, but you can change whatever HS code is given to you. Now, here you have to put the HS code. So origin is India, tariff. We have not configured any attributes for this, so this will come as blank only. So like this way, suppose you are having more than one commodity or different HS code, so you can add on like this. Fine for this screen.
Yes.
Okay, now containers. So containers like in that.
Surbhi ma'am, sorry. Hello, sorry for disturb you.
Yes, yes, Parag. Yes, tell me.
No, no, no. Yeah, I
Sachin.
am Sachin.
Yes,
Yeah.
Sachin, tell me.
Actually, I want to know from where you add the HS code button. Is there in the
Yes,
software?
it
Can you
is
show me,
there.
please?
See, it is there in software. You can
Uh,
search from here. I have entered it
okay.
manually because
Okay.
whatever you are getting on your ISF file, sorry, that document, you can put it here.
Okay.
But there is two ways to find the tariffs. So there is
Okay.
one from where you can go and search. But remember, this will take you to the border wise, which is a chargeable module. So I would recommend not to touch this. Instead of going and search for this tariff here, you can go to home. Okay,
Okay.
maintain, customs, and global tariffs.
Okay.
Okay, under this global tariffs, search for whatever you are having that product name. Suppose Let's take that product name, suppose. So these all tariff codes, here is the tariff codes you will get.
Okay.
So you can select the one which is suitable to you, or like I think the country we can add a country also. Uh,
No. Actually, the thing is, we got a draft from shipper. So in draft, the HS code is already mentioned. So
ha,
we can copy that HS code and enter in this. Is
ha.
it okay for?
You can copy that, and if you suppose if you want to have a confirmation, so that in order to like avoid any penalties, there are I think $5,000 penalties. So
Yeah. Yeah.
in order to like avoid that, you can cross check from here. Okay, but please don't
Okay.
go and search for that. Like, this is a training, it will not give you any chargeable, um,
Okay.
but like I can show you. Like, suppose if I will click here now, it will take me to this EDI tariff, and this is a chargeable module. So I will not we will not prefer to search this. Okay, you can put it manually here. And for cross
Okay.
checking, we can cross check from that global tariffs. Go to customs,
Yeah.
maintain, and global tariff. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Now in the containers, so here also the details have been taken from consolidation customs tab. So like in that consolidation, we must not have entered the container number. That's why it's not coming here, but you can put it. Okay. The suppose if this master bill of lading is more than one house bill, so you can add on. Okay, you can add on from here. Fine, Parag? Sachin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you can add on the house bill of lading from containers tab under this reference data. The next is routing. So the routing has been also taken from there only, from that shipment
Yeah.
and
So
consolidation routing. Okay. Now, suppose if there is
actually, ma'am,
any, yes,
sorry for disturbing you. Actually, I
yes.
want to know if there are more containers. So where
Uh,
you add two containers? If you
uh,
want to add containers.
yes, you can. If you are having more than one container, Sachin, you can go
Yeah. Yeah.
here and you can put the containers.
Okay. Fine.
Okay, here you can put the containers, and also Sachin, you can get these containers by default in the ISF job from consolidation. Suppose in consolidation you have entered 5 containers, so all those
Yeah.
5 containers will reflect here.
Okay.
Okay,
And also container size also, no? That is
container
also
size. Yes, you have to put the container size, but that will be populate from consolidation if you have entered there.
okay. Fine. Got it.
Just a second. Now see, this is the error. So in any of the customs like AMS, ISF, customs declaration, you please try to remove this error. This is the error. Otherwise, it will tell that your no your job is not ready, or there is a more chances of getting rejected. So let me save this. So once I save this, you can see no errors are there. Fine.
Okay. Okay.
Now, once everything is done, go to messaging and send. So it will tell you one message was created. Okay. So one message has been sent. So here in the customs details, we can get the status as awaiting ISF add. We can get the status over here, as well as you can get the details of your status from messages. Here is the messages. Okay, so you can like right now the status is in queue. It has not been sent because we are in the training system. It's not been sent, so it is in the queue. But as and when it is sent, then the status will change and it will give you step by step things status over here. Okay, is this clear? How we have created ISF
Yeah. And
from a
Surbi, once we
shipment.
submit the IS. Okay.
Huh. Yes, tell
Okay.
me.
Yeah. Okay. Once we submit the ISF, so if we want to send a, PDF file to the customer for the ISF report, so how can we do that?
Just a sec. Okay. Yes, Parag. Okay, for the documents you want, na? So here in the documents, my screen is visible to you all.
Yes.
So in the documents, we are having ISF header details, ISF line details. So these are the details of ISF.
Okay. Once we file the ISF, we have to go into documents and click this for the ISF report, right?
ISF details, yes. But if you are having any specific one, you can show it to us so that we can check from our side whether means how much close we are to that, and we can request the doc team to customize it.
Okay. Can you just send this proforma invoice so I can, matlab, a proforma of
Huh.
this, so
I
I
will
can
send.
just check. Yeah.
I will send you. I will send you this.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next we are having US. Again, we will go to customs and US importer security filing. So click over here. And suppose if we are having a standalone, So we can create new. So here the difference between that and this one is that here you have to put all the details by yourself. Like entry type has been given as 1, but shipment type, transport mode is 11, branch is Mumbai, suppose a SCAC code. So here you have to put the carrier SCAC code. So these all things we have to do manually. Importer, then we are having buying party. So if I will select this same importer, selling party, consolidator, then this will ask for okay, this is telling that the first 4 characters are not valid. Ship to party. So the page is almost same, just you have to put everything manually. Manufacturers. Parag, let me know if any other details are missing.
Uh, yeah. Okay, Surbi, can you just go on the first page?
Uh, hmm.
Okay, so in this house bill number,
Yes.
type house bill number with stack code, right? SYXO is the stack code, and whatever the number, house bill number allocated by origin,
Hmm.
that we have to write completely, right?
Yes.
Okay, and this on ocean bill, about that, what we have to type is it is mandatory ocean bill
No,
about house.
that is not mandatory.
Okay,
Either ocean bill or house bill. Now I'm not having much idea about the ocean bill, but I know about house and master. So these to be entered. Master and house is mandatory.
okay, and second thing, on the left side
Huh.
there is a owner reference. Okay, so this
Huh.
owner reference, we can type anything, whether
You can,
it is the
yes, it is advisable if you can type AMS number over here.
okay complete AMS number.
Huh. AMS number, if you will type na, then one can have uh, an idea of correlating this ISF with that AMS.
Okay, and one more thing, if the AMS is filed by the liner, okay, for
Huh. Mm-hmm.
AMS is filed by themselves, and
Uh-huh.
what we have to put in house BL, should we put the master liner AMS number, or what will be there?
Okay. You mean to say that if it is a direct shipment?
No, no, not it is a house bill only, but
Uh-huh.
for Evergreen, the liner files AMS from their end. Okay, so they
Okay.
use their MBL number as AMS number. Okay,
Okay.
so do we have to keep this house bill number as blank, or we have to type as a house bill number, and we have to select some other option as a regular filing, direct filing, some option?
It's see, there is not such option over here for regular filings. You can put your house bill number here, but suppose if they are having their own AMS number, so in that case, in the owner reference, put the like if they are having AMS number same as master number, so you can put it here in the owner reference.
Okay,
Uh,
yeah, but I still have that case. If we put house bill number with stack code and we put owner reference, there will be a mismatch in their system and ISF match filing shipment. Currently, what we do when we have a direct AMS filing with Lina, so we put their MBL number and we select as a regular filing instead of house bill filing. We have two options in ISF filing. One is
mhm.
if house BL is involved, then we put as a house BL option, and if it is a MS file by liner, then we select as a regular filing. So do we have any options over here?
Uh, I need to check that, Parag. Such option, I don't think it's here. But
Okay,
Parag, if you can draft an email to me for this, you send me an email for this.
okay, fine, sure, I will definitely do that.
Yes, you send me an email for this.
Yeah. And one more thing, Surbi,
Yes.
see, if we take this ISF from a booking, okay, already booking generated, and if we make any changes in ship to party or manufacturer, so that will impact on the actual
No,
entry which we are, that
that
will not,
will that suppose if you change the manufacturer or if you change the
yeah,
importer or consignor, whatever, that will not
okay,
going to impact your forwarding job.
okay, 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 fine, fine, yeah, okay,
Okay.
yeah, thanks, thanks, yeah.
So the similar process here also you have to go to the lines, put the HS codes, put the manufacturer code over here. Then in the containers, put the container details like container number, ISO. Now here it will ask for ISO size type code. So I think that is being provided to you on that ISF form which you are getting
Uh,
from.
Means it is a container size, right?
Yeah, container size.
Yeah, yeah, we get it on house bill draft also, whatever data, and we also check while on the site if it is they have mentioned correct or not.
Huh. So you have to mention the correct one over here. And other than that, I don't think any more. Then routings, you can put the routings over here. And yes, one more thing, we can also create a job from ISF itself. Like suppose if you have entered the ISF and if you want to create a forwarding job, so you can create a forwarding job from here. Now, the next you are having billing. This is the same section. Here you have to select the correct department. So this will fall under your customs clearance import or forwarding. Okay. This will come in the forwarding. Sales rep. Here you can enter the charges and you can raise the invoice.
Okay. Uh,
So what kind of charges you are billing for such kind of business if it is a standalone in that
See,
case?
we as a team, we don't bill, matlab, the AMS and
Okay.
ISF, we don't bill any charges for this. This is
Uh,
at the time of booking only the salesperson tells the customer that this will be the charges for AMS and ISF. So we as a AMS and ISF team don't put any details on buy selling of AMS or ISF in the system.
okay, fine.
And
No,
one more thing, Surbi.
uh-huh.
This
Yes.
routing part, is it mandatory the routing
No,
part to
no,
be put?
it's not mandatory to
Okay,
put. Yeah, if you are having the details, so you can put here because I don't think routing part is been transmitted. Routing part is not transmitted.
okay,
So, but yes, if you can put here, then it would be, like suppose if uh, the shipment is from Nhava Sheva to Singapore and then Singapore to New York. In that case, means all of your team member will be aware of that. Okay, this shipment for this shipment we have to file ISF from uh, Singapore.
okay. See, because in the current system now, okay, for ISF we don't put any routing on this. We once we submit it, and once the vessel sails now, we just keep seeing whether we have got a ISF match or not. Okay,
Match or not.
so yeah,
So no,
so
it's
we
not mandatory, Para. But
okay,
actually, here in this cargo wise, we are having the feature to create a forwarding job from here. So you can put the details, and the details also came from that forwarding module to here. So
okay.
that's why this option is.
Yeah, and one more, if the we are submitting the ISF from forwarding job, right? And we
Uh-huh.
want to remove the ISF details. Sorry, we have to remove the routing. So how can we can do that?
Just a second. Once more. Come again. Parag, if you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
tell me your query again.
yeah. See, if we go to a job where from the booking party, okay, booking, we have going to file ISF, not a stand-on, okay.
Okay, okay,
So
from a forwarding one. Okay.
yeah, yeah, forwarding one, sorry.
Hmm.
So if we want to, can you just, if we want to remove this routing, okay. So because the at the time of job making, the routing will be also not confirmed whether it is going to be going to this routine or not. And we want to submit the ISF without the routing part. So
Mm-hmm.
can we delete it and we can submit the ISF?
Yes, yes. Routing is not mandatory. You can delete it and you can
Okay,
send the message from here.
okay, fine,
Okay.
fine.
Hmm.
Yeah, and it will never impact the
No,
forwarding job.
no, this will not impact there in the
Okay.
forwarding. And also you can notice that once you will create any ISF job, you will get the ISF number also, ISF 001002. Now suppose Parag, you have
Okay, so this will
five.
be the ISF submission number or a file number?
No, this is not a submission number. uh,
Okay,
this is just a number for the, like, this is a unique number for your reference. Now suppose
okay,
if you have filed, suppose if you have filed 5 or 6 of the ISF, so now you want to get the you want to get their status. So we can get the status from here, like bill status. Suppose uh like anything, mm, suppose if I, so like this way, you can go and search for bill status, that for which ISF your ISF have been matched or it has not been matched. So there are certain options over here. Suppose if I, which is not equal to this. Okay. So there
okay,
are certain filters. Also, this bill status we can go and find from forwarding module. Suppose if I go under forwarding, and in the forwarding we can go in the shipments, and here ISF bill status. Okay, like this way you can find your bill status from dashboard also.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
Now I wanted to show, just a second. Yeah. So now I wanted to show ISF filing from US company. Sudama, do you have any queries for ISF if I'm filing ISF for from SAR Transport?
Hi, Parag.
Hello, hello. Yes, Sudama.
Yes, I'm just asking that, in the first call, as we discussed with Donna and with you also, that for the ISF, so they have provided the filer code for only RTW USA and
Okay.
not for the SAR transport. So SAR transport is also filing ISF from their end.
Yeah. They also means we file the ISF from their.
Okay, so you have filer code.
Yeah. SYXO is the filer code for AMS and ISF both.
No. For that SCAC code is only for AMS. For ISF, we required that filer code, that three type of, just as for RTW USA, it is RTW. Okay. But for SCAC code only, it is only for AMS, not for ISF. Because for ABI setup, we that's why we have sent as of now the ISF from SAR transport. So it is under queued, and we, because it will not be sent to customer as it is not mapped. So
Okay. So
we
what?
required filer if SAR transport is filing. I think you are filing AMS for SAR transport. If you are filing the ISF, so you have to log in RTW USA for the same job, and then you can find. But that filer code will be used for RTW, but the AMS means the SCAC code you can use yours, but filer code will be for RTW. If any confusion, so we have today call with Donna, as you have, I have sent that meeting link, so we can discuss to resolve this. I think because they
I'm
have,
still
as
confused on this
they have
filer code actually,
provided.
Sudama.
Yes. Okay, so that's why you have to connect at today call 12:30 in night, because as they have provided information and they have agreed all the with the information, and in last, as they confirmed, as you have also confirmed, that for the AMS you are filing means the SAR transport is filing. So after that we have mapped and requested to Donna. But for the ISF, we have not received any filer code, because that is required for the ISF. Otherwise, you can update the AMS means the SCAC code for the SAR transport, but have to logging the RTW USA, and then the filer code will be used of RTW.
Okay. So you mean to say if we want to file any ISF for SAR transport with the SYXO, so we have to go to RTW system and then we have to file the ISF.
Yeah, because SCAC code will be used of SYXO. That is not the issue.
Okay.
Okay, but if you are everything is fine. If you are right, I don't know what is the correct scenario. So if today
No,
for the today call you
Sudama,
have.
but
Yes.
Parag is telling now that in the current system, They are filing for both, for SAR as well as RTW.
Okay, so that for the mapping we required the filer code, but they have not filer. They are asking for the SCAC code only. So SCAC code only required for AMS, not ISF.
No, it's not like that. SCAC code, I think that is required for ISF also. In the job, you can see we are getting error for that. So, Sudama, do one thing. Send one e-request to CargoWise for this and ask them that whether we can file ISF from both, from Indian as well as US company, or only the US company can file the ISF destination company.
Okay.
So now I have logged into this US company RTW Logistics branch Carson. So similarly, we will go to operate customs, and you can see we are having so many options for the customs, and then customs global, we are having US importer security filing. Click here, and in the similar way, we can create a ISF from a shipment. So there is a drop down in the actions. So click here. Now in that Indian company, we were having just the option to create from shipment. Now here, suppose if you have created any standalone ISF, okay, from that ISF, you can create a new declaration or you can create a new shipment. In that case, we have to find, and suppose for this ISF, I want to create a new shipment. So go here and create a new shipment. So now here it will ask for master bill number. There is no master bill number. Then it will ask to attach. Suppose there is any console which is already there and you want to attach it, so you can add that console number. You can put that console number over here. And suppose if you are not having that console number, just go and create. So there are errors. It is asking for house bill. Okay, so this particular ISF job is not having any other information. So at least house bill is required. Uh, okay, this is having no information here. So, suppose this one. So here we can create a new job from that ISF. From a ISF, we can create a new shipment, console and shipment, or we can create a new declaration. So this option is available in your US company. It is not available in your Indian company.
Okay.
Other than that, Parag, all other things are similar. Like suppose if I want to create a new console from existing shipment, create from existing shipment. And create ISF job. Put all the details. Okay, you can put all these details. Okay, HS code is also there. And then once this is done, save this job. Once you will save this, we are having ISF 004 and go to messaging and send. So now see, suppose if we are having any kind of errors, you can see in the details I'm having one red error. So it will ask that it is likely your message will be rejected by customs as they have following message errors. Container stuffing location that must be specified when entry type is 1. Okay, so after then this will ask you, do you still want to send the message despite of these errors? If you want to send the message, you can put you can click on yes, otherwise click no, and then make the corrections. Is that yes, Sachin? Tell me.
Yes, Shilpa, I want to know what is the difference between create from declaration and create from shipment?
Just a second. So uh, like here we are having only one option, Sachin, create from
Yeah.
shipment. That ISF can be created from a shipment. But
Okay.
once the ISF has been created, or either it has been created from a shipment or it has been created standalone. Okay, in both
Okay.
the cases, you can create a new shipment or you can create a new declaration from that ISF. Suppose, just a second. For example, uh, for example, if this is a ISF and from this ISF, I want to create a new declaration. Declaration means it's a customs job, customs declaration job.
Okay.
So suppose if I have clicked over here and I go to actions and I create a new declaration. So this is a brokerage job, declaration job.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so
actually,
this
Sachin,
is huh,
this is a custom declaration when Sachin is not relevant.
uh, okay,
This
fine.
is, I think, the Dona's part, right? Yeah, yeah. No,
Yes,
because it will
yes.
get, yeah, they will get confused agar if they go and create something in a custom declaration now. So they will get confused regarding this. What are the custom entries?
What are the custom entries means?
No, no. See, this is a creating a declaration. So that is for custom filing,
Huh.
right?
That is a
Means
custom filing. That is a separate thing. That is not related to your forwarding. That is related to specifically for brokerage, for
yeah.
AMS, sorry, for ACE filing.
Yeah. Because see, AE's filing also is done by the export filing now by documentation team, Donna and his. So they will get confused in this ISF filing.
Okay. So, okay, fine, Parag. So you mean to say that I should not show them this feature of creating a new declaration from here?
No, no, you can show it, but I'm just explaining to Sachin that this is the
Huh.
main brokerage part actually. So he doesn't get confused between the brokerage part and ISF filing part.
Huh. Okay.
Okay,
Yes,
you can go
Sachin.
ahead.
So yes, Sachin. So
Yeah.
this is a ISF part, and from ISF you can create one forwarding shipment job, and the other is that customs declaration job.
Okay. Fine. I got it.
So not much of the difference is there, but yes, uh, uh, the only thing is that we need to check that from I means like from my experience, what I know that we can file ISF from both from US as well as Indian company because what I remember, we used to file um, We used to file from India also. When I was in the freight forwarding company, I used to file. But still, let me check with cargo wise on this.
Yeah, because the current software we are also filing the AMS and ISF both the things from SAR Indian company also as well as
Uh-huh.
RTW USA company also. So I think there should be a provision that if we want to file the ISF from SAR, so we can
Yes, yes. I think because
system
one more
also.
thing. Yeah, I think that is because if such facilities are specific to US now, then that feature must not be included in customs global module like this one. If that is a specific, if this was specific to US now, then it must have been taken to this customs module, not customs global. So let me, but still let me check that, Parag. Any other query on ISF?
Yeah, one more thing. If
Huh.
a file.
Yes.
Okay, so if we have a AMS ISF filing two shipments where only the container number and house bill number are different. So how can we copy one file to other?
Sorry, come again, Parag. Come again.
Okay, yeah,
Hmm.
we if we have a filing, we have done filing for a shipment. Okay,
Huh.
and we have one more B shipment in which only the container number and house bill number is going to change, and we don't want to retype all the details. So we want to just copy A file to B file and just
Mm-hmm.
re-edit the details wherever the
Mm-hmm.
container number and house bill number is changes. So is there any option of copying files?
Yes, yes. See now here. Suppose if I want to copy this, okay.
Yeah,
So
yes.
at the top we are having copy here. Okay. Once you will click on copy, all these information are here. But house bill number you have to select the one. Okay. Master bill you have to select, and then we are having containers. Okay. So containers will not be copied, but other all informations have been copied.
Okay.
Okay, see, these all have been copied, but containers are not copied, as well as HBL MBL is not copied.
Okay, and one more thing, Surbi,
Huh,
once we
yes.
submit ISF to the customs, okay, and
Hmm.
then we come to know there is some changes in house bill number, AMS number, and we want to retransmit the ISF with the revised details. So how can we go it?
How you are doing in your current system, Parag?
Uh,
That thing, resubmission.
and we just resubmit it.
Okay, you can you go and do the correction, and then again you go to messaging and resubmit it.
Okay, okay. Means again we have to reopen that
Huh.
file, and as we normal we do, we have to change and
Yes,
resubmit it.
yes.
Okay, okay, okay.
Even
Thank.
one more thing I want to convey to you, that as of now RTW or SAR group is not they are means they are not using web tracker, but from web tracker also you can submit ISF directly.
Okay, okay.
So
Got it.
web tracker is let me show you that. Web tracker is something, a web portal where you can give the access to your client also for tracking their shipment. But there are a lot of security kind of things there, that you can hide certain documents from them, you can hide certain modules from them, and those all things you can do it by yourself. You can file ISF by yourself also. Yes, Sachin, your query.
Actually, my query is from Parag. Parag, sir, actually, we file AMS and ISF both. If ISF AMS file and ISF also file, you know that what error code is coming 3Z. Parag, sir.
Yeah, yeah, trees. So I think when we submit the ISF in this also now, so when we go into the messages now, so we will come to know, and I think we can raise this question when we are in AMS filing
AMS.
practice. Yeah.
Yes, yes. In AMS, you will get those. Uh, let me show you one. In the AMS, we will get that bill status. There is one more, just a second. Under messages also, we can get 1y3z. And I think in the bill details section, somewhere we are getting 1y3z.
Okay.
I will tell you this in AMS filing training, because I too have to go through this.
Yeah, fine. No
That's
problem.
why I have not kept it today, because I myself have to go through this. That AMS, yes, and yes. Now see, you can see there is one thing, that AMS you can file from the job itself. You don't have to go to any other module. But for ISF, you have to go to other module to file the ISF. Okay. So AMS part we can cover tomorrow. Is that okay, na?
Yeah, fine. No problem.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, Parag. So, Parag, only that question. For that question, I will get back to you. And let me check with CargoWise. So, can we keep AMS training tomorrow?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, fine. Ekta, hello.
Yes, Surbi.
Ekta, can we wrap up the call now?
Yes.
Okay, so tomorrow we are planning to have AMS session at the same time. So will the participants will remain same, or anybody else to be joined?
Will remain same, right? Parag, do you want to add someone else as well?
No, I think all the AMS team, whoever are there, they are all are there in this. So,
Fine. Okay, fine. So I will schedule, Sudama will schedule the call for tomorrow. AMS filing same time. Okay.
yeah, thanks.
Okay. Parag, you do some hands-on, means you and your team can do some hands-on and let me know any other queries, because this is something which is very sensitive part. It's not like a normal forwarding. Uh, that there are penalties over here. So I will tell them to do some hands-on and let us know the queries so that it can be resolved before going live.
Yeah, sure. I will say just should we just see now whether all of these participants have the security rights so they can access this.
Okay, fine. Sudama will check just after this call. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Surbi, when are we having that arrival notice call?
Arrival notice call. We were waiting for your reply, Ekta.
Okay.
Tell me now. We can have it after 15 minutes. You can. Let me check
Yeah,
with
we
Lalit.
can do that. We can.
Okay, let me check with Lalit also. If he is available, then we can have a call. I think he will be available. So I will send the meeting invite.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you, Ekta.
Yeah. And
Thank you.
Surabhi, when you
Huh.
just get time, can you just share me that template of ISF filing so I can just go to what details if we need in that thing.
What template? Sorry.
Yeah, means once we submit now the ISF, so in the
Okay,
message,
that document, na?
yeah.
I will send that document also. I have
Thanks.
written it. Yes, pro forma.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you everyone for participating. Tomorrow AMS training we will meet same time.
Sure. Thanks, Surabhi.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sudamaji. Yeah.
Thanks, Udmi. Thanks, team.
Thank you. Thank you everyone. Bye bye. And take
Bye-bye.
care everyone. Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.